It's blinking. My little Wi-Fi stick is blinking, but there's no internet right now. It is. Just put my computer to sleep. There's nothing I can really do with it right now. Today is Saturday. Gonna do some video stuff, but whoa, it's really zoomed in. But I don't know. I don't have any internet right now, so I guess I don't know. That's a closet. It's Catherine. I don't even know why I have that. It's not even unwrapped. So yeah, I was gonna do some video stuff today, and I guess I still will, but I can't upload it right now. You have to see when the internet comes back. Heard a truck go by outside just now. Maybe that was either the internet man or mail. Let's go investigate. It's gonna be an adventure. I'm actually going outside. Let's look in these people's window. Oh, there's nobody there. Oh, there's nobody there. There's a person. Probably really weirded out right now. Yeah. No, nobody here. Well, I guess that was mail. Yeah, nobody over there. Coming back inside, there are people out there, and that freaks me out. No people in here. No, sir. Alright. Video stuff. This is zooming in really super slowly. There we go. That's the action. Yeah, what should I do for video stuff? Some Listerine. Brought to you by Listerine, Pocket Packs, and Netflix. I have some movie from Netflix that I've had for like 4 months. It's sitting on this table. It's a shame to see Micheal Fassbender's penis. No wonder I haven't watched that in like 4 months. Nobody really wants to watch that with me. Alright, so video stuff. Like you said, the internet is out, but let's set up this tripod over here and I don't know, do something. Talk about the upcoming week and try to get this tripod apart with one hand. Doing everything with one hand is super awkward. That's why I have a tripod. There we go. Alright. Neighbor lady probably thinks I'm really weird for going outside and walking out of the video camera and yelling at my roommate's car. And get the little bubble to be kinda in the middle-ish. I'm really bad at that. Okay, that's good enough. Try and gently set this down. Maybe move it back a little bit. Hi-oh. There we go. Alright. This. I hope that thing can see me. Hey everybody, this is Eric, and I'm doing videos about video games. Or at least that's what they're supposed to be about. I don't know. It's not what's been happening so far. But here we've got Transformers: Fall of Cybertron. We got a copy for the Xbox 360. Did a little unboxing thing of this earlier. Promised a review. And that's up on the website right now, GameShampoo.com/magazine. Yes, the game itself is still on my Xbox. I've been playing it after reviewing it a little bit. It's pretty fun. It's a solid game. Got my magic computer right here. Just app rated out of thin air. It's been studying a little bit with Harry Potter, you know, that kind of thing. And let's see, I have the website up here. It's doing the little Wi-Fi dance. Unsuccessful. Yeah, I think I have the website up in here. I have like 50 tabs open. There it is. So, yeah. Let's do a little news video today. Talk about what happened over the last week and what is going to be happening over the next week. Which, as it turns out, isn't exactly a ton. There's not much in the way of big releases coming out next week. I mean, I know I say that, and Guild Wars 2 is finally releasing. It's maybe not entirely accurate. Oh, Madden's coming out. Okay, so there's plenty of big releases next week, but I don't really give a crap about any of them. Personally, the last football game I played was, I think, NFL Blitz on the Game Boy Advance in like 2003 or something like that. I don't even know if they made those games in 2003 still. I would look it up, but I can't. So yeah, let's see. We got Guild Wars 2. We got Madden 13 coming out next week. And I think there's something else. If you look on the site, we have a list of upcoming games that we posted on the site, but it was a while back. This is fun. Scissor hands. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Because I can't load up the page where that. It's definitely Madden and Guild Wars 2. Those are plenty big for most people. But if you're like me and you're not a huge fan of MMOs and you're not a huge fan of organized sporting events, looking kind of barren next week. Let's see, we do have Mass Effect 3's Leviathan DLC that's coming out though, which is, you know, promising, let's say. We have a trailer for that up on the site right now, and it looks like it's gonna be taking place primarily on a big ocean planet, which is kind of interesting. It's a setting that, for all the different worlds that we've been to in Mass Effect, we have not seen yet. So that alone is pretty exciting to me. And it looks like there's going to be a section in the trailer, at least it shows off a section where you kind of get in this submersible mech and go underwater and face the Leviathan. I don't know. Looks cool. Mass Effect 3 probably wasn't my favorite Mass Effect game overall, but I'm definitely excited to jump back in, and I don't know, it looks cool, and so we'll have a review of that up on the site next week for sure, so be sure to check that out. Let's see, there's a new Naughty Bear game coming out. I don't know if anybody really remembers the first Naughty Bear game. But basically it's a game about a psychotic teddy bear who goes around and murders all of his friends because they didn't invite him to a party or something like that. And it was like a stealth game with a lot of traps and yeah, that's about all I remember about it, which goes to show it was kind of a shitty game. But the second game, Naughty Bear Panic in Paradise, has just been announced. They've released some concept art of bears, little teddy bears hanging from makeshift nooses in what appears to be some kind of like fancy resort hotel. So I'm totally down for a game about a teddy bear killing a bunch of other teddy bears. Like, that sounds pretty sweet to me. But, you know, they're going to have to do some real improving on the last game if they want anybody to care about this new one. Their first mistake, they've already made one critical mistake. Naughty Bear Panic in Paradise. Come on. Like, the wordplay is obvious there. It should be Naughty Bear Panic in Paradise. For Christ's sake, people. You should be paying me for this stuff. It's ridiculous. This weekend, if I even get to upload this video this weekend, just the internet's getting kind of iffy. But if I do, be sure to go check out Steam and Good Old Games. They've both got big sales up this week. Steam has Just Cause 1, Just Cause 2, and Ghost Recon Future Soldier on sale. Ghost Recon will run you something like $33. I think it was $33.49. If I remember right, which is like a full third off. It's a good game. It's a great game even. So if you like shooters, if you like stealthy shooters, especially, be sure to check that one out this weekend. Just Cause 1. Yeah, I'd say you can go ahead and skip. It's like $2.50, $2.49, I think. Just Cause 2 though, that's like $3.75 or something like that this weekend. I can't remember offhand. I can't get the page up right now, but yeah, it's definitely $3 something. And for a game that big, I mean, I think it's the biggest open world in any open world game still. I mean, and it's ridiculous. The game is absolutely ridiculous. So for $3, I mean, just buy it. It's really good. Trust me. I still play it. And I got it on release day, which was in like 2010? Sounds about right. Let's see, talk about Leviathan. Oh, we've got a new Monster Hunter game coming to iOS. It's called Monster Hunter Massive Hunting, and right now it's only confirmed for a Japan release, but gotta say, bring it to the US, couldn't hurt. Persona 4 Golden is getting a solid gold edition, which is like their equivalent of a really special limited edition. Only 10,000 of these things are getting made, and they're going to come with a case for the Vita, like a Persona 4 themed protective case. There's going to be stickers you can stick on the Vita. There's a weird little like face hugger kind of skin almost, like you drape it over the face of your Vita, and it's got Persona 4 characters on it. And what else? I think there's something else in there. I think I actually have it open in a tab somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Yep, hard pouch protective case, face cover decal for the system, stickers, and you can get skins for your Vita. So I guess that basically covers it. And that game is going to be coming out on November 20th, and the special edition is going to run you $70, $69.99. So if you're a big Persona fan, you really want to show it off. I mean, you can't beat that, right? So Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, I almost said Call of Duty 4, excuse me on that error. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, that's right, 4, is rumored to be in development at Neversoft, of all developers. These were the guys who brought Tony Hawk up and then crashed it down. And then they brought Guitar Hero up from, I think, 3 through all the themed ones and 4 and all that until that came crashing down. And now they're working on Call of Duty. It's been announced a while ago that they were working on Call of Duty. They did map packs, I think. They worked with Raven and Treyarch and a couple of other guys to make map packs for some of the last few games. But the rumor has it now that Modern Warfare 4 is going to be next year's game in the series. It's developed by Neversoft, and they're talking not huge specifics, but specific enough that it sounds like, okay, you know, I could buy that. What they're saying is there's going to be a Halo jump level where what does that stand for? High altitude, low something jump, like those spacemen suit guys that they go up so high altitude that they need the pressurized suits and everything to jump back down. So there's going to be a Halo jump level, and there's supposedly going to be a level that takes place under ice and like a frozen ocean, which is pretty awesome. And so they've talked a few specifics. They're talking a little bit about the UAVs and tweaks that they're going to be making to perks and kill streaks. So we have that up on the site. Go check that out. It's interesting. If it's true, I don't know really. I just don't know if that's true. Like what does that mean for Call of Duty? Where is Call of Duty going to be 5 years from now? Because I was under the impression that they were spinning off Black Ops into its own little franchise to replace Modern Warfare so that they could, maybe start up a new little sub-franchise, while Black Ops took the brunt of the attention and the brunt of the sales, they can maybe take a chance with something else. But if they're just going to keep plugging away like Black Ops, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Modern Warfare, over and over again, I don't know how long I really want to play that for. I mean, all the Modern Warfare games are solid. I actually enjoyed 3 a lot for what it was, even though if you ever went off the critical path, you could kind of see just how stitched together that game was in some parts. But I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought the multiplayer was pretty good. The support streaks, I think they were calling them, were a really nice addition, but it wasn't enough. It still felt like the same thing. So if they're just going to keep plugging away with that, I honestly don't know how much longer will they sustain people's interest with that. Is Neversoft going to be shepherding another franchise into the ground under the guidance of Activision? I hope not, but we'll see. What else? What else happening last week? Telltale's talking about the new Walking Dead, episode 3. I don't know if you guys remember, but the first one came out way back in April, and they were talking about an episode 2 for a long time before episode 2 actually released on June 29th. And then they were like, oh, there's not going to be this huge wait for episode 3. We'll have it out within a month and a half or so. I believe they said the time frame was August, and we're kind of running short on that time. So they started talking about episode 3 at last. They said it could be out as soon as this upcoming week, the week of August the 27th. And basically the episode is finished. It's in the cert process right now. So it basically just depends on, does Microsoft, does Sony, does Valve approve this for their platform, which all things considered, they should, as long as there's no horrible glitches or anything. So, look forward to episode 3 quite soon. We'll definitely have a review of that up as soon as it becomes available. I've really been enjoying this game so far. Somebody's iPhoning it. Let's see what else. There's a Steam thing, talked about that. Xbox is doing some election coverage. Throw that over there. Xbox is getting in on the election coverage game in a bigger way than they did in 2008. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but they had an app out in 2008 that was kind of designed to be like a hub almost for all the information you would want about an election. So they've got their election hub app coming out now. It's going to gather together all the news. It's going to have about the election. It's going to have live polls. They're going to live stream the debates, stuff like that. It's pretty cool that they're getting into that. It's, we'll see how much the Xbox's infamously teenage audience will get into that. Ubisoft has released a long behind-the-scenes video for Assassin's Creed 3. It's the first in a promised series of videos that will kind of give you a little bit of insight to the development of the game. And it is kind of an interesting behind-the-scenes look, but this first video is basically comprised of dudes going, hey, Assassin's Creed 3. This game looks pretty sweet. What else is there? Gearbox has released a 16-bit version of... excuse me. Let's try that again. Gearbox has released a 16-bit version of a level from the first Borderlands for browsers as part of their promotion for Borderlands 2. You can find the link to that on our site, and it's surprisingly fun. It's basically as a top-down shooter, an arena shooter really, because you can't really go off of the one screen. Enemies file in from up, down, left, right, and you shoot them. Pretty standard, almost Smash TV style gameplay, with the twist of randomized loot dropping from the enemies that you kill. So it's still got that Borderlands feel, and yeah, it is surprisingly addictive. Yakuza 5 is getting a dance minigame. First news has leaked out of Famitsu. Yakuza 5 will have a story starring Kazuma's daughter, and I don't have the link up right now. I cannot remember her name offhand, but it starts with an H, I think. Oh, I don't know, I haven't played Yakuza since the third one. Anyways, there will be a parallel storyline starring Kazuma's daughter, as she is trying to break into the hostess business, and in order to do that, she'll have to be able to sing and dance her ass off. So you will actually get into dance battles. You got served style, I guess, and so the boss fights will be dances instead of, fisticuff, throwdown, kind of smashing dudes in the face with bikes. And I don't know if that sounds ridiculous enough to be awesome. So look for more news on Yakuza 5. That is just the first preview. We've got it up on the site if you want to read some more in-depth impressions. But it's exciting in a really Japanese kind of way. We've got a State of Decay trailer. This is an upcoming Microsoft-published zombie thriller for Xbox Live Arcade, but you might not be able to tell it just from looking at it. It's a pretty nice looking game, 3D, open world, and basically it's, like I said, it's a zombie horror survival kind of game, but the developers are saying anyway that the emphasis is going to be as much on surviving, just basic survival, than it will be on fighting the zombies, which might be a nice change of pace. And finally, got an exciting piece of news for Sim fans. Signups for the SimCity beta are now opening. So you can head over to EA's official website, or go over to our site. We've got the beta link for you. And just input some information, and you'll be entered for a chance to get a ticket into the SimCity beta. That full game is going to be coming in February 2013, so this will be an exciting chance to get your hands on it early. I think that's about going to do it for last week's news. Yeah, I'll probably do it for now. We do have a review of Counter-Strike Go coming as well. I've been working on that. That's a fun game. It's Counter-Strike. If you've played Counter-Strike, you know what Counter-Strike Go is going to be. The thing that I'm curious about, though, is that Counter-Strike has kind of an infamously segmented player base. A lot of people like to go with 1.6 beta or something like that. And a lot of people like to go with the original. A lot of people like to go with Counter-Strike Source. It's just all over the place. And so is Go. The goal with Go, I guess, is to bring all these fans together under one umbrella, which is nice. It's definitely the best looking game in the series. It has the most variety in terms of gameplay modes, but whether or not it will successfully bring everyone together is what I'm really curious about. It's fun, though. It is a fun game. The new modes are Arms Race is the big one, where it's basically a gun game, but it's an official mode now. So you get new guns as you kill dudes, and there are respawns, and it's just a more casual kind of playing environment. Counter-Strike is infamously hardcore about their player base and that kind of thing. So it's kind of nice to have an area where if you don't want to be feeling that pressure, you can kind of just go and just mess around with all these different guns. It's fun. But at the same time, it does feel a little sparse in spots. Not all of the best maps necessarily have made it in. You've got your Dust and the like, but all the obvious ones are pretty much accounted for. But there are a few omissions that would have been nice, and we might see that come into play in the form of DLC at some point in the future. Who knows? For now, there are a few that I'd like to see in there that aren't in there just yet. And in terms of leveling your guy and getting new stuff to equip, there's really nothing there just yet. This is no Call of Duty or Battlefield. This is Counter-Strike. This is some Counter-Strike as Counter-Strike. And so you're not going to be calling in kill streaks or whatever, which is fine. I think that would totally screw up the game if they introduced chopper gunner or some crap like that. And in a way, it's almost kind of refreshing, because let's all be honest, Call of Duty does not take a lot of skill to excel at. It's in how you, and as long as you manage to build up a kill streak where you can get a bunch of kills like the chopper gunner, then you don't really need skill at that point. You just kind of point and click and everybody dies. So in a way, it's kind of refreshing to have this pure shooting experience where you can rely mostly on your reactions and, you know, good like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just nice to have a kind of a pure game, even though it can feel at times a little bit sparse. Overall, it's a good buy. It's a solid buy for $15. I don't foresee anybody being too upset with that purchase. Although I don't pretend to understand the workings of hardcore Counter-Strike fans' minds. It's all foreign to me. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for this little news update here. As soon as we have internet back, I'll try and upload it. I called them, and I think it's an issue with the whole unit of apartments. So we've got like a box downstairs that beams out our Wi-Fi. So we'll see. Close up the computer. Like I mentioned earlier, we've got Transformers here, and we do have a review up for that. I'm going to try to get up some video content of that as well. Get some of the coolest parts of the game and kind of mash them together either as like a gameplay video or a review. We'll see. I'm kind of messing around in the iMovie and other video programs on the computer to see what the best way of blending live action video with gameplay is, and I would like to use Transformers as kind of an experiment for that. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. Oh yeah, and before I go, I did tease something with magic cards last week, and they're still sitting here. It's been like a week, and just magic cards just still sitting on this table next to my Korean money. What's up, Mr. Swan Man? Whoa. So I did tease something with magic cards, and whoa, I hit that the wrong way. And that's still kind of coming along. Like I said, it wasn't going to be this week. It will be in September. Hopefully we'll be able to take a look at some of the new cards in the next Magic set. Anyway, this video's been running on forever, so I think I'm just gonna peace out for now. Go up to the dark abyss of the upstairs, and let's hope that we get some internet back so I can stick this up online. Until then, well, until then I can't say anything, because until then you won't be able to see this video. So go check out everything I just talked about. More interesting news to come. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.